Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening to today's Lead the Legacy Youth Voices on Mental Health Talk series. Good evening, everyone. From the laughter and humor to the depth of memory, from the earliest beginnings of the life to the complex webs of society, our next speaker believes that every stage, every influence, and every connection shapes who we are. We are delighted to introduce Ms. Ganya Priya S., an inspiring clinical psychology student from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. She holds a BSc honors in psychology and is currently pursuing her MSc in clinical psychology at Apollo University. Having already qualified the UGC NET and contributed to research on humor styles and working memory, she brings both academic excellence and curiosity to her work. Her passion lies in understanding how family, society, and environment weave together influence mental health across the lifespan. More than just research, she is enthusiastic about translating psychological insights into everyday strategies for well being. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Ganya Priya as a promising voice in the field of psychology who blends knowledge, creativity, and compassion in her journey towards shaping healthier minds and lives.
Thank you so much for the
Yeah, Priya,
wonderful introduction, Ram.
Priya, over to you, and this is yours. Thank you so much, and all yours.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. So, before we start, I would like to just ask a very small question, just for the past 1 hour. So, we might have been checking our phones again and again. So, I would like to just run a quick poll and would like to see how many times have you seen your phone in the past 1 hour? Just you can use the chat box there. And yeah, please respond to the question. Ma'am, is the slide visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Recording in progress.
So as you can see it in the slide, you can use the options. If not, you don't want to mention the number specifically, you can use the options there. So I would like to continue. So we see that some of them have seen, many of them have seen your phone just 3 or 4 times in the past 1 hour. So today we'll look at why we have why those tiny checks adds up and what they do to our motivation and stress. So imagine you finish a lecture and grab your phone to check just one message or something that your professor or someone or some friend has sent, and 5 minutes later you see yourself scrolling through memes and reels and everything, right? And at the end you will feel like what I have done, I've wasted my time, right? So let's move on. So the science of dopamine. So what do you think is dopamine? So many of them say that dopamine is a neurotransmitter, it's a chemical, right? So let's look beyond that. So dopamine is just not just a pleasure chemical. It can be said as a chemical that is of wanting or a motivating chemical, right? So it is said that it fires when we anticipate some reward, and it drives the anticipation, it drives us towards doing some action, right? So it drives us to the drive that we have, it will make us to repeat the action again and again in order to get that particular reward that we think, that we anticipate we'll get, right? For example, the thought of a notification causes more drive to check than actually reading it gives pleasure. So let's say you're sitting in a calm environment or in your room or wherever, and then there is this notification, and you will have this curiosity to know what is the notification about. Okay, from which app? What is the notification? Did I get this message? Something like that. And then the curiosity, the pleasure, the dopamine effect that you have there is not actually there when you actually see the message that's sent, or see the particular notification that you're opening it, right? So focusing into dopamine dilemma. So it is said that it's a modern condition in which our brain are overstimulated by easily accessible high dopamine activities. For example, looking into this definition, I just came up with an example. Let's say we open Instagram and we just keep seeing reels again and again. So those reels, when you keep stimulating your brain again and again, seeing so many reels, one video after the other, right? So you will have this micro rewards with one or two videos there. Not all the videos are of your preference. Just one or two videos will be of your preference, right? So at that point, after a long time, you will keep looking into the other video, again, the next video, just looking forward for the one that you want, right? So after some time, it will be like when you check the time, it's been hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, right? So at the end, you will feel some chronic stress and dissatisfaction. That is the macro stress, right? So when I was researching, or when I was searching for this, I came across a good, very interesting research where he explains about the difference between the wanting and liking. Okay, so he explains that dopamine is released in anticipation of a reward, not just upon receiving it. So here he says that like is something about pleasure, something about enjoying it when we are consuming that particular reward. And he says that it is conscious experience. For example, let's say you're eating your favorite dish and then you experience the taste and everything, right? So it is dopamine independent and it is fragile. It says fragile in the sense it fades along the time. But wanting is because of motivational drive and cravings to obtain a particular reward. So they say it can occur even without pleasure. So wanting is something subconscious and it's dopamine driven, and there is a lot of attention grabbing here. And that's why we can say that wanting has a strong connection than like, right? So he also said this came up with this incentive sensitization theory of addiction. So he says that he has related it with drugs. So what he says that when you frequently keep consuming drugs and any cues related to drugs, there is hypersensitivity sensitization that happens. And what happens is that at the end, you are compelled, you're craving and wanting that particular drug, even though you don't like it, you crave for it, right? Many of them who are drinking, it's not like they like the taste of it or something. It's just because they keep using it again and again. At the end, it becomes a habit for them, and they crave for that again, right? So this craving becomes disproportionately stronger than the actual pleasures or liking derived from it. So driving continued drug use despite potential negative consequences. Even though there are so many negative consequences, they leave all that. So that is what wanting does to you, right? So the addiction that you go through, everything, despite the negative consequences, you do a particular act. That's addiction, right? So he says that wanting can occur without liking and vice versa, right? And then, well, liking is providing some positive reinforcement because of some good experience. But wanting alone
ఈ
can.
హోంవర్క్స్ ఫాస్ట్ గా చేసేసుకో. ఇవాళ 1 or 2 అయిపోయేటట్టు చూసుకో. స్టార్ట్ చేస్తావా అసలు?
So wanting alone can drive goal-oriented behaviors for survival, such as food and mates or thirst and all that. So next is a reward prediction error. So let's say we have some exam here, and then I thought I'll just score pass mark, but then I got 80% of mark, which is more than what I expected, right? So the dopamine spike that you'll have is a lot. The same goes here. For an example, when an unexpected like or message causes a bigger spike than a predictable one, that surprise keeps us coming back, right? So let's say, like when it comes to this social media, let's say we have posted one post, one picture in Instagram, and then you didn't expect you'll get much likes. Maybe you expected 50 or something, but in less time you have got 100 likes, right? From all your important friends and everyone, you have got 100 likes. And then that is a big surprise for you. So the next time, what happens? You will keep checking on it again and again, or maybe it's the like count is increasing now, or I have more comments now, right? So when this happens, there is this dopamine spike, and that makes you do the action again and again. The repetition will be there. So looking into the habit loop, so when you're having a particular cue, or let's say you're having some notification in your phone. Okay, you're sitting and you're having on your phone in your hand, and you're having some notification there. That ding sound is there. And then next, you have this craving, the urge to know what is there, what is the notification about, right? And then the next action is that you go and open the app. Okay, whichever app it is, you open it, and then you check the reward. Is there any like or comment, or is there anything that you crave for, that you want? So this is the loop that happens. So altogether, when you think about this process, you can say that dopamine, you can see the dopamine as an engine that makes you want something. And the reward prediction error is the accelerator pedal here that revs up when something surprises you, right? So this reward prediction error keeps uh, accelerating the kind of dopamine spike that you're having. So that's what they're saying. So let us look into this micro rewards. So we have digital rewards. On a day-to-day basis, we go through a lot of rewards. So looking into all that, it might be a notification, it might be just snacking in the night, just otherwise refreshing Instagram, looking into reels again and again, all that. So going forward, so there are some digital triggers for these micro rewards. They are notifications, badges, infinite scrolls, streaks, rewarded feedback loops, likes and reactions, right? So all this. And then everyday triggers beyond screen is that sugary snacks. They say that in the night you crave for the most fatty edible substances, right? So then binge watch cliffhangers, checking work mails or for praises, and then quick chat replies, Lots of small wins across contexts add up. So we have this habit very, frequently. Everyone does this, most of them, right? So when we go to sleep, right at that time, let me check messages, let me check email. So all that actually is a kind of reward that you're having. So do you think these micro rewards will inhibit your long-term goals, long-term rewards? So it says that small and frequent dopamine hits can steal time and motivation away from bigger and slower rewards. Let's say we are looking, see, for example, the example that I said itself, that person just went to look into some one message that some person sent. But what happened? He or she spent the whole time looking into reels and a lot of time went off, right? So this will keep you away from achieving bigger and slower rewards. And there is this variable ratio reinforcement, which is the most powerful reinforcement because, see, you will keep doing, and this reward is not of a predictable number of, after a predictable number of responses. It comes on a random count. Random count. So what happens? You will keep looking for that particular reward. So this makes micro rewards more addictive, right? So you don't know when you'll get the reward. So of course you will be like checking, okay, fine, when I'll get the particular video that I want, when I'll get the particular gift I want, whatever. Right? When you go for video games, you need to keep playing to the playing hours, the rewards and everything. Even PUBG, to get the new costumes and everything, you keep playing. You don't know when you'll get. So they say reward is given after an unpredictable number of responses. Most powerful. It is the most powerful reinforcement, and the uncertainty keeps us engaged and motivated. When you know something, you'll be certain. You'll be like, okay, fine, this can be done, and it's enough. But when it's uncertain, it keeps your curiosity high, and you keep doing it. You keep doing it again and again. For example, compare it to a slot machine. A gambler never knows if the next pull will be the jackpot. So they keep pulling. Social media platforms use this same principle with notifications like likes and comments. You post, but you don't know if or when you will get a like. So you keep checking, right? Even when you post a story, when you post anything, you keep checking, okay, fine, when will be the first like, when will be the first comment, what will be the first comment? We'll keep checking. So this variable ratio reinforcement plays a very important role in the cycle. Looking into macro stress of the dopamine dilemma, what happens is that when we keep receiving this small dopamine releases, small rewards, it desensitizes mm, the original cycle, right? The original rewards that we feel, the original satisfaction that we might feel, right? So when the brain adapts to so many small anticipatory constant stimulations, the more we engage in micro reward behaviors, the more our dopamine receptors become desensitized. When you keep on receiving micro rewards, and your dopamine receptors are also becoming desensitized because they are getting used to those rewards, right? So hence, the level of satisfaction, you won't get it easily. You need more of it to get satisfied. And hence there is this fulfilling cycle. The desensitization that happens, that leads to the constant need of a person to have this external validation and instant gratifications. So it makes it harder to find satisfaction in activities that don't provide instant rewards. So they say that this is an instant reward looking world, right? In this generation, they all want this instant things, instant gratification. They need that, right? So, and that's because we don't have the patience. That's one thing when we ask. But on the other side, we want this thing to be done fast, and you will get the reward also. We don't want to wait for the long term, and we don't want to experience these meaningful things. That is also there. So some of the key stressors. So first one is reduced attention span. So when I looked into researchers, it was said that maybe 10 years back, our attention span was 12 seconds. And after a few years now, 5 years back or something, they have done again the same thing, the research. And then it is found that it is just 8 seconds now. It is reduced by 4 seconds, right? So we just keep scrolling reels again and again. Sometimes we don't even have the patience to see the whole reel, we just scroll it. So it's like our attention span is getting reduced. So constant context switching between micro rewards trains the brain to crave novelty, making it difficult to focus on single task. The concentration that we have, the attention that we have, everything is getting reduced because we are switching context after context, looking for that one particular reward, micro rewards that we want, right? So and there is also this FOMO, this fear of missing out. So if I just switch off this phone and keep aside, what am I going to miss out? I should not miss out. It should always be on, and I should know whatever is happening, right? I should be there. That anxiety, that fear that we face, that also has a hand in this. And then sleep disruption. So that's because our melatonin starts, for women particularly, our melatonin release and everything starts from afternoon. But what happens when you go towards the end of the day and the night time? We obviously most of them have this habit of using phone, checking, and this phone has Blu-ray lights, right? So this is an artificial light that goes against this sleep cycle, right? The melatonin release and everything. So this creates a big sleep disturbance, and the constant mental stimulation of checking for rewards can interfere with the sleep cycle. So during sleep, many of them have this habit of seeing reels, watching reels. So what happens? They keep scrolling, the whole night is over, right? The sleep cycle is completely disturbed now. This is what happens. Then erosion of intrinsic motivation. Our brain becomes accustomed to external artificial rewards, making it harder to find the internal motivation for personal growth and long-term goals. So when you have intrinsic motivation, mostly goes by like that is a pleasure that you feel. But this reward, external reward that you're getting, it is reducing that, which is becoming a want now, right? So looking into some of the strategies to rebalance this, the first thing that you can do is dopamine fast or dopamine detox. So you can introduce those temporary breaks that you need from all these micro rewards based on stimulations, having a goal as to reset the brain's reward system. Maybe during the weekend or something, you can just keep your phone on just a silent mode or something and need not use it, just to take a small break from all those things. And there is one more thing that you can do. You can just off the notifications and then just focus on mindful work, those important long-term goals that you need to achieve. That will also help. Next is mindful consumption. So they're saying instead of scrolling phone, just like that, you can focus on one particular thing that you would like to improve. And then intentionally, you can use the technology based on that. For example, in today's generation, we all use mobile phones and other devices to learn. So what you can do is instead of you getting into all these Instagram and all that, you can just intentionally, you want to learn about, so today's topic is dopamine dilemma. So I'll just take that as an example. So I want to learn about dopamine dilemma. So I will search on that particular topic and I learn on it. Instead of simply scrolling, you can intentionally use your device to scroll on something, actively scroll through something and learn something. That is mindful consumption. Next is cultivating intrinsic rewards. So you can provide actionable steps to find satisfaction activities that provide long-term internal rewards. So you can engage in hobbies or spend time with nature. You can go for a walk, practicing mindfulness and meditation, focusing on deep work without any distraction. So all these will help. Then you can also set boundaries. So this time to this time, I'm not going to use phone, or in this particular space, I won't use phone. I'll be without phone. All these will help. And there are many more strategies that we can use as well. So to conclude, I would say that the dilemma is that the micro rewards provide a quick hit of pleasure, but lead to macro stress and dissatisfaction. The rewards that we think we are getting is actually leading to macro stress and dissatisfaction at the end of the day. So I would like to conclude by saying that it's time for us to work towards taking back control of our attention and finding genuine, long-lasting fulfillment. Thank you. If you have any doubts, of course, you can come up with the doubts. I'll try to answer as many as possible.
Hello, am I audible?
Hello, is someone speaking?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
I have one question related to anticipation of reward. You have told, I have a question like, how does the anticipation of reward differ from the actual experience of reward?
So when you're actually experiencing it, see, they have said that you will experience that pleasure when you're actually experiencing it. But when it comes to anticipating reward, you are thinking that you will get this kind of reward and doing it. That is anticipation of reward. So that will crave or will motivate you to perform a particular act. And that is when this loop happens.
Thank you so much. And what role does cognitive dissonance play when we indulge in micro rewards we know cause macro stress later?
So looking into this, okay, fine. So we all know that looking into reels will not help us. Well, looking into reels for a long span of time might not help us. But at the end, our brain also says that we all know, we are consciously aware that all this is not good. It is waste of time. But then our brain tries to find points so that just 5 more minutes, just 10 more minutes. It says that kind of thing, and then we just end up doing the same thing again and again, right? So this kind of cognitive dissonance is there when you experience uh, this when you're using phone or anything. Hesha, have I
Thank you
answered
so
your
much.
question?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So any more doubts?
Hello.
Hello.
Actually, we know that long-term consequences are there. That means so many damages are there. Even this micro level of rewards getting stuck with our long-term, it stops our long-term goals. But
Yes.
still, there is a struggle between the mind. So how can we deal this struggle actually?
So that's the cognitive dissonance that we're experiencing. So what we can do is that maybe we consciously take a step ahead and make time that we are going to use only this much time in phone, and the others we are going to use it mindfully. And even in today's time, you cannot survive or you cannot do things without phone. So maybe I said, right, the methods, like you can consciously, intentionally choose a topic or something that you would like to research on or something that you would like to learn, and then actively use phone. Mindfully, you can use any device that you're using. And if it is not needed, keep a reminder that it is not needed and just keep it aside. And maybe you can keep this, there is so many settings available in today's mobile phones that you can keep the time span that you're supposed to use. And after that, there'll be a notification you're supposed to switch off the app. right? So all those kind of things can be done so that it will slowly get diverted. It is not maybe possible for many people to all of a sudden to stop using these mobile phones and other things with getting these micro rewards and all, but slowly, consciously, when you make an effort, it will slowly change.
I tried before, but actually the point is, I tried at least 1-2 hours without
Okay.
doing, without showing, seeing the shots. But suddenly somebody called me,
Yes.
and I get into the involving into that call.
Yeah.
Afterwards, suddenly my fingers are going into the shots, and I'm getting stuck. And after 1 hour, I got realized and feel guilty and regret.
Yes.
So that is the problem.
Yeah, so maybe you can keep a reminder for yourself that we should not use phone. And maybe if you're using phone, just use for that one particular thing and keep it. You should force yourself to, to stay in a particular line. You have to set boundaries for yourself. So that is what helps a lot.
Anything
And
which
maybe
is
give yourself a big reward when you're not using phone for a lot of time, or when you're not using phone unnecessarily for a lot of time. You can give yourself a big reward. That will help a lot. So looking forward for that big reward, you might stop looking forward to this micro rewards.
Excuse me,
Sir?
madam. This is VS from madam. Madam, how could impact this continuous sharing of reels on kids in mental and physical?
Could you come again, please?
If children watches these reels continuously, how could it impact on their mental and physical health?
So the first thing is, when they are watching reels or any videos, they are going to sit in one place for a lot of time. They keep scrolling. I have seen many people, even in GH or wherever I go for postings, I'm seeing people, even while sleep, they are just having this finger movement, which is not good at all. They're getting used to that one thing. And then their motor movement is reduced, their attention span, everything gets so reduced, and the sleep pattern is also disturbed at that point, because they are so curious to get into the other app, the next video, to explore that. But I think parents can get involved in this and limit their screen time maybe, and help them get involved in other activities. That might help a lot. And when using phone for a lot of time, and you're watching videos again and again, is actually going to affect their cognition and every aspect of them actually. So on a long span, it is not a good thing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Ms. Zanyapriya, if that's the case, I think whether it could dopamine literacy become a necessary skill in a digital age?
Of course, dopamine literacy is where you know how dopamine is working, and what are all the activities that is releasing dopamine, and how it is going to affect your life and everything. Right. So when you're learning about that, when you have good amount of knowledge about that, that will help you to stay away, and how much ever is wanted, you will take that. So it will help you to stay in control. It will help you to stay and live a very healthy lifestyle. Actually, it's a very important thing in today's time.
What is the actual dilemma here, ma'am?
Sir, the actual dilemma is that when we are using any stimuli or anything that is giving us micro rewards, small rewards, we are losing up on the actual reward that we are supposed to focus on. So there is this dilemma. The dopamine pathway that we naturally have is getting confused here. So that is a dilemma that's focused on.
Dilemma is used whether to use stimulants or depressants. Generally,
Yes, sir.
To use dopamine agonist or antagonist. There is a dilemma in that. So
Okay,
here
sir.
the dilemma is to use mindless scrolling
Mhm.
or to use selective scrolling. That is the dilemma.
Yes, sir. So when we do mindful scrolling, when we do mindful consumption of all this, it will really help. That's what it is. So it will help reduce the dilemma. And people are actually struggling to use any device or any food or anything, food consumption or drugs or anything. So to use it according to the need, according to whatever is needed, they are struggling to do that. So instead they get into this the loop that they have, and they keep doing the same action again and again. So to reduce this dilemma, we are supposed to consciously make an effort and consume it mindfully. The consumption should be mindful. That's what I'm coming to say.
Do you ultimately become dopamine resistant over a period of time?
So we
Dopamine,
won't.
have you heard of dopamine resistance? A person becoming dopamine resistant, like insulin resistance.
Yes, sir.
Do you get dopamine resistance if you keep getting these micro hits all the time for a
Yes,
period
sir.
of 5 to 10 years?
Yes, sir.
Has
So
it
actually,
been
it's that.
described? Has it been described in literature?
Yes, sir. It is there.
Dopamine
So
resistance.
yes, sir. It is there. It is said that when we are getting used to these small, all these rewards, let's say even a drug addict or that person gets used to those kind of drug-related rewards, and so he fails to respond to the natural motivators and factors. So here we can actually observe this dopamine resistance happening.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Madam, for myself, when I get stressed and disturbed, usually I would like to see comedy scenes and comedy skits before sleeping.
Yes, sir.
I was habituated to that. Every day, without watching these comedy scenes or skits, I am unable to sleep. Is it good or bad?
Sir, when it is actually disturbing your long-term work that you have to focus on, if it is disturbing your sleep, then it is bad. But if you're reducing the screen time and having a limit towards it, maybe that then it is good. So here it is not like even we are not saying that even the normal micro rewards that you get is problematic, but the type of consumption that you're doing, how compulsive it is, and how long the goal, everything has an impact. So that is what we have to focus on. So if your screen
Recording
time,
stopped.
if your screen time is reduced, if it has a particular limit, it's fine.
రికార్డ్ చేస్తారు ఇట్లా మన వింటా
Usually, I will say
మీటింగ్ రికార్డ్
at
చేస్తారు
least 45 minutes. Not more than that.
Sir, could you come again? I wasn't able to listen to you. Sir, could you come again, please?
Usually, I would like to watch maximum 45 minutes at night.
Okay, sir.
So that I don't want to watch not more than 45 minutes.
So after 45 minutes of usage, you're immediately going to sleep?
Yes, a little bit I will be drowsy and I will go for sleep.
Yes, sir. But this might be mind relief, feel like a mind relief for you. But on the other end, when you see it might actually disrupt your sleep cycle at some point on a long run. Then it
Okay.
might, since you're saying it is like without that, you're not able to sleep. That's what you said, right, sir?
Yes.
So that is actually making it more compulsive, which might not be right. So maybe reducing it bit by bit will help.
Is there any other way?
Any other way? Maybe instead of seeing that, you can read a book or something, mindfully meditate and then go to sleep. That might also help.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I am Ajay Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, what kind of mental health issues we face if this continues? We use for mild or short dopamine for a long period.
Yes, sir. So there will be a lot of attention deficit, and you won't respond to the natural stimulus, natural reward giving, natural motivators, basically. So that is a big problem. So nowadays in this generation, people than having this dopamine release for the food that they have, for the thirst, for those basic motivators, all the dopamine works ends up with these micro rewards that they are getting with phone scrolling and all those kind of things, the drugs and everything. So the problem is we will end up not reacting or not responding to the natural motivators that we have. And so our decision making, everything might change on a long run when you see. The cognitive process, everything might change on a long run.
Okay, ma'am. So any neurological problems they face? They are frequently exposed to short dopamines from the mobile.
Yes, sir, that can also be a cause.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir, thank you.
The
Madam, actually-
increased incidence of ADHD could be due to this, I think.
Yes, sir, it could be. It could be.
Particularly adult ADHD and children also.
Yes,
From
sir, it could-
5%, it went up to 10%, even more.
Yes, sir. So this could be a factor for the increased ADHD rates.
Actually, if we start book reading, madam,
Yes,
that
sir.
much of not getting attractive when compared to the mobile phone, actually.
Yes, sir.
Even when compared to movie, when we are seeing the movie, interesting movie, meditation or prayer or yoga is not that much of attractive, actually,
Yes,
when
sir.
compared to both. How can we replace that dull activity with the more powerful, energetic activity?
So, this is happening because when you're continuously having this motor action, the fine motor action is happening in you with your hands crawling. So, what happens is that your stress hormone it always keeps your brain active, alert, in alert state. So that's why you're feeling it's more attractive, it's more attention grabbing than the other reading and things like that. So how you can reduce this is that maybe consciously some other activity you can do, or you can exhaust energy with some exercise or something, so that at the end of the day you don't have this scrolling thing. That can be done maybe.
Maybe in Pavlov's experiment, we are just associate with that ringing bell with the food,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. You
Sound.
can also associate these smaller micro rewards with the big rewards that you want and work towards that. That might also help actually.
Mhm. So
Yes, sir.
how to associate at the time is the challenge, actually. How we get the interest is the challenge. Maybe we will take the training in the counseling room.
Yes, sir. That might also be a thing. But I think any of the change that you go through is something that's consciously made. Consciously, you decide to change and have put baby steps there. So that will only help actually. So immediately it is difficult to change, but maybe consciously trying step by step will help.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very well. You are clarifying the doubts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any questions? We have 10 more minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Mahipati sir, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Now it's a bit okay, sir. Can you add any points to this?
No, it was a nice session. She spoke very well. And it was really nice. No, because this is a very important session that everybody needs. We know that we crave for the micro dopamine effects and all. For the long term, we try to distract ourselves and try not to reach our goals and all. And also, I like the way she explained the examples, how we can overcome, what are the focus areas that we can do it if you want to do it, how we can control and how can make your positive mental health, the suggestions that she made to overcome mindfulness and all other things intensively, by practicing certain things. Very nice session. I really appreciate your efforts and thanks for taking time and sharing the information with everyone. And the most important need and soft knowledge that is required right now, you gave that practically how you can do it also. Thank you so much for making your time. All the best for your future career.
Thank you so much, sir, for this opportunity, actually.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words.
Garnyapriya, I have one question, if I may.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, when do we know that we are getting addicted to the phone?
That's
What is the a line you can draw where you can say you are getting addicted and that you have to seriously look into it?
You can say you're getting addicted when you're feeling the compulsiveness to do that particular action. So let's say checking phone in the night, when you're compelled to check the phone. Without checking the phone, you cannot go to sleep. If that becomes the compulsion, if you have to do it to do something else, and then that will be a problem. Your goals and everything is getting disrupted, and even though your sleep is getting disrupted, you are going to use phone. That is a line where you can understand that you are getting addicted.
Yeah, daily routine is getting affected and
Yes.
dysfunctional.
Yeah, the compulsivity is going to be high when you're saying it is
Yeah.
you're getting addicted. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Generally, in de-addiction centers, actually detoxification program is there up to 1 week in drugs and alcohol.
Yes,
So
sir.
afterwards, re-educative sessions, there are some individual therapies, group therapy sessions are going on, re-educative sessions. So
Yes,
like
sir.
that only, is there any digital detox program and re-educative sessions for the mobile addiction and porn addiction and internet addiction like that?
Yes, sir. Actually, many counseling centers are actually providing these services as well. They are helping people to detox from this mobile, this porn usage and everything. So that is there because after COVID itself, we can see there is an abrupt increase in the amount of phone usage and amount of people getting addicted towards all these things. So from that time, I am able to see that many counseling centers, many places are helping with this kind of addiction, detox and everything.
Good evening, ma'am. Actually,
yes.
this digital addiction is more than substance abuse as in the present era. But
Yes,
the big task to the parents is that it's how to communicate with the children, the usage and the boundaries to be set in the mobile. Can you please throw a light on the communication style of the parents so that they can educate their children not to use the mobile in a better way, to use the mobile in a better way, that digital.
Yes, ma'am. So if you're saying a child to not use it abruptly, they'll be like, I want it, I need it. They'll fight for it. So what you can do is maybe you finish the homework, maybe you'll get 10 minutes of this phone usage. You can limit the usage, make it as a big reward for something big that they have done, something big that they have achieved. That might help. And maybe you can, today there are so many online classes and so many things that's going on online. So you can also tell them to search something and read through it. That might also reduce the unnecessary usage that they go through. And instead they will actually increase their knowledge and everything. So that will help.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
As a parent, we are using mobile in front of the children actually, but we are not encourage the children to not always use the phone. We are getting frustrated. So, but the people, the children are only copying as a parent our behavior only, right?
Yeah, they observe us and learn. That's there. So
But
then
as a
we
grandparents
elders,
are using,
Role modeling is very important.
yeah.
but grandparents are using due to that the next generation is using. Next generation is using the next generation is using actually copying the modeling behavior actually. But
Yes,
parents
sir.
are even though in parents also alcoholics actually, but they don't want their son or daughter not taking any drugs actually. They want
Yes,
to
sir.
apply strict rules in the home.
Yes, sir.
So maybe double-mindedness, double standards are there in the parents actually, including me also. But we are. This is very serious question we have to take ourselves as a maybe ethical and moral values or spirituality is more needed for removing this addiction. I think.
Yes, sir. And that's why when you go to an addiction center, de-addiction center, rehabilitation center and all, they have the psychoeducation where they get educated what is the effect of it and how it will impact your life and everything, which will help them to motivate themselves to change. So the same thing goes here. So someone asked, is digital literacy important? Yeah, dopamine literacy important. So if we are educated enough about this, so now few people are aware about this, maybe you can take a step ahead and change yourself and the next generation. So this is where we can take a step ahead, actually.
Children don't listen so easily. See? When you say they get so frustrated, no, I want the phone, That's all. I have to see, otherwise I'll miss out. All my friends are saying. There is a peer pressure also.
Yes.
Discuss what reels they have seen and all. It's so easy that we are discussing here, but when you really go out into the world and face the
That's
children,
one tough thing, yeah.
Yeah, very tough.
Of course,
It's very
yeah,
easy
it's very
to
tough.
discuss. Armchair discussion is happening here.
Yeah.
But very difficult to, they get so irritated, frustrated, anger issues. Basically, if you take away the phone, there is a lot of anger issues and you cannot tell them what do you say? Replace it with any other activity also. It's not that easy.
Yes, ma'am, I get that. Because in today's time, the peer pressure that they have is something else. They all are digitalized peer pressure they are going through. And
they are
it is,
born
of
in
course, difficult.
digital era. They're born
Yeah,
with
of course.
phones in hands. Yeah, it's so difficult to control that.
Of course.
The usage of the phone.
Of course, ma'am, that's true.
Actually,
Of course, it's not easy, but all that we can do is take a slow steps, and we should make
Tiny
ourselves as
steps.
a role model as well.
Yes, exactly. You have to do multiple things at a time. You be a role model and then slow tiny steps to them, make them go into some physical activity or something, replace it slowly, subtly, not shouting, not in anger and all. Jabardasti to no question.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, madam. What are the good things or activities to release dopamine for children and adults?
The daily lifestyle changes, sir. For example, exercise, a long time goal. Yeah, sports, exercise, all that actually will help our lifestyle. Yeah, if you do proper exercise and sports and everything, your sleep cycle, your dopamine release, everything will get to track along the time. So that's one big thing that I myself did in my life as well. So yeah.
Is there food habit also? food styles.
Of
Can we
course,
check?
sir. Of course, sir. Food is also because in today's time, people get satisfied with the fast food that they eat, which is not healthy on a long run. And they are just lazy, or they are just like, I just need this particular taste, the sweet and sour and all those kind of taste immediately. They just go by that. But that is not actually helping them. On a long run, it is going to disturb their the mental health, the physical health, and everything. The diet that we have is actually impacting the way we think, the way we do everything all through the day. It also impacts our dopamine release. So it is important to focus on all the perspectives, everything that we do on a day-to-day basis.
Is there any specific foods to release the dopamine, madam?
No, sir. Normal, healthy food should be there. Clean eating, healthy food should be there.
There is nothing special food.
Instead of fast food, if we go through the normal food that we have, that is good thing that we can do for ourselves.
Fine, thank you.
Yes, sir.
The easy accessibility is one of the problem. It's
Yes,
so
yes, ma'am, that's true.
everything you want immediately you can just book on a Zomato or something. It will come off. So instant gratification is happening.
Yes, ma'am, that's true.
During our time, it was delayed gratification. You have to make it and all that. So by then, our temptation is gone.
Yes, ma'am. The thing is, the instant gratification that we are wanting to have is becoming people's business now. So maybe we have to.
Exactly.
So we have to focus on ourselves, our health, and everything, which will help us on a long run. We have to consciously make an effort towards it. Otherwise, it is of course difficult when the whole world is running for immediate gratification. Of course, it's difficult, but yeah, we can try actually.
Where exactly dopamine releases, like going to take drug or at the time of taking drug, like going to see the notification or at the time of exactly checking the notification when the dopamine releases.
So, sir, when you're having some notification, you will want to check. But at the time when you're able to touch your phone and you're able to open the notification, that's the time when you're going to have the dopamine release. After you see the message or the notification, there is nothing. But at the time, you're just able to click to open that app or a particular thing. That is when the dopamine release happens. The major dopamine release happens.
Okay. Between the neuron and neuron, that chemical is just sending that signal, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ganya. A good session, an interesting and good discussion also.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very good, useful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kanya, for your patience and for your efforts for the session. And good evening, everyone. I'm Manasa Tirumala, National Coordinator for API. On behalf of API, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our younger speaker, Ganya Priya, for delivering such an insightful and thoughtful, engaging, provoking session on the dopamine dilemma. Your talk beautifully highlighted how small, consistent rewards can positively influence our brain chemistry, enhance motivation, and shape healthier habits. And we're deeply grateful for the clarity, passion, and depth with which you shared your knowledge. It has not only broadened our perspective, but also left us with actionable takeaways to reflect upon. And also a sincere thank to once again, Ganya, for your valuable time and wisdom. And also thanks to all the API members and the participants for their active, attentive and enthusiastic participation. And thank you so much. Thank you, participants. Thank you once again, Ganya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much and good night.